Minecraft building is about to change forever. Let me tell you the story of how I turned a superflat world into this, in less than 5 minutes, right after you subscribe. The Minecraft building community is buzzing about this new building tool mod called Axiom that recently went into its own beta. Now, I've been playing Minecraft since I was a little 9-year-old Cheeto-eating bastard, and let me tell you, since beta, we have never, ever had a building tool so capable, so precise, and so conveniently functional. As much as I want to explain its power to you, just let this time-lapse talk for itself. Now at first glance, you can already tell by just the pure amount of blocks that I'm manipulating that this tool is insane. To build half of what I'm building by hand would take literal hours. We've gone from the ability to manipulate one block at a time to literally thousands. And I know many people may point to World Edit as a comparable mod to this, but anyone that has used World Edit knows that it's a little clunky and still requires typing commands. And, for the record, I do not have an amazing PC. This mod is fluently running inside of gameplay, manipulating these thousands of blocks, and isn't stuttering noticeably at all. Not to mention, this is all within my first hour of messing with the program. I can't even imagine what the crazy big YouTubers are going to be doing with this mod a couple months or even years down the line. After roughly 5 minutes of tinkering, I arrive at this. That video went kinda quick. Let me take a second to show you guys how these tools work in real time. Alright, here we go. So I'm spawned into a super flat world here, and as you see, when I hit right shift, we go into this builder sort of menu. Now, up here along the top left, you can see the myriad of tools we kind of have access to manipulate the world. Starting with the most simple of them, let's go to freehand draw. You can see it kind of outlines the cylinder, and it places whatever block I choose very clearly, very cleanly. And you can adjust the size of the spheres as you go along, like so. And this is functioning like a paintbrush, manipulating hundreds of blocks at a time. Now, anybody who's played Minecraft will already look at this small hill right here and know that if you built that by hand, it would take like 20 or 30 minutes. It's insane. Now, this tool, Extrude, is one of my favorites. You can select any surface on the map and extrude it out a block. As you can see, I'm making very, very strange shapes with this. But then, if you're feeling like it's a little blocky and a little too ugly, you can actually use the smooth to smooth it over. And friends, this is just the rudimentary beginning of using these tools. As you see, I can paint freely over and add a little bit of stone texture to the block. Over here you can see an option for a noise painter. You can adjust the block that it actually does the texture for here. So I'm going to try Deep Slate, and yep, just like that, you can do a little noise paint over any environment. Then there are elevation tools, so you can bring everything up to an elevation and start to make it work up towards that. And similarly, there is a flatten tool, so you can do the exact opposite and work it out. Now that's looking really rough, so I'm going to take the smooth tool and just, easy as pie, cake over it, smoothen it out. There are other tools like roughen. You can make it look like TBT, TB2T, or you can shatter and put cracks in the ground. Really just extrude in combination with a lot of these tools is a ton of fun. Like, you can get very, very clever and creative with this. And you can even go and create geometric shapes and adjust the size precisely to what you want. As you can see here, I'm going to create a couple cone shapes and copy and paste them and put them down where I want. I'm going to smoothen over all that again. And now I want to demonstrate that you can actually use box select to cover any object in the environment, a tree, a shape, a piece of the ground, and you can copy paste. You can see up there in the top right that is now in my clipboard. And so when I use Command V, it creates an exact thing of what I just copy and pasted. And I'm just going to smooth it all over now. Pretend like none of it was there. And, you know, that texture is kind of ugly, so I'm just going to go ahead and paint grass over all that. Again, fellas, this is just scratching the surface. I urge you to download this mod once it comes out of beta, and a link to the mod's Discord will be in the description below. Thanks for watching, and just remember, Dr. Jason was here to see the beginning of the Minecraft building revolution.